Hello. How are you guys? I'm Cornisha. I'm your entrepreneurship coach, and I am back to you guys with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Here we discuss entrepreneurship, the skill set. We dissect the different pillars of entrepreneurship and the foundation of starting a business. And from there, we just share tips and tricks on how it can help you personally and professionally. So in the event that you don't want to start a business, that's fine. These tips and tricks can also help you in corporate America. So if that's information you're interested in, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, we're going to get started. Today's topic is determination. I was watching a movie on Netflix, and in the midst of that movie, oh my gosh, so much happened. I believe it's called Ice Storm or Ice something, and pretty much it was like a road of ice. Someone was trapped at the top, and it was a relative of someone else. So of course they are, the characters are truck drivers. So they all wanted to save the folks who were stuck at the top of like a mountain or something. And primarily they had to travel on an ice road. They were set up, and I'm not gonna spill the story. However, it was so influential. As an entrepreneur, as a small business owner, as a woman who comes from corporate America and knew that that was no longer the way for her, that's who I am. And I've assessed, after coaching clients, that's such a blessing. I was able to assess that that's their reality as well. Corporate America doesn't necessarily align with who they are, what they want. So with that, they took different turns, same as myself. So that's why I coach clients through starting a business, because I didn't have all the fundamentals that I teach primarily. But in that movie, it activated the determination for me. It activated that for me. Sometimes as an entrepreneur, as a human who's on a personal development journey, it's easy for us to get deterred. Let's break that down. So in us getting deterred every single day, we have our execution, our responsibilities. We have the things we're supposed to be doing, our execution and responsibilities. Those go hand in hand. We have that, the daily to-do list. Then we have our insecurities. And most people don't think insecurities are important to talk about. However, in entrepreneurship, they're really important. They're really important because those deficiencies that are unresolved, those deficiencies carry over into your entrepreneurship journey. So what happens as a leader and as a CEO when you've started that business, you're coaching clients and you just don't feel like it? Your mission isn't cutting it. Your purpose isn't cutting it. Nothing can actually activate the execution for you on that day. Then what? So because of that, it's a level of determination that's needed. It's a level of rhythm and cadence that's needed in your entrepreneurship journeys, in your personal development journeys, whatever that looks like for you. It's required. So if you're not confident in your home life, how are you going to be a confident CEO? What happens when you're planning to launch a product or service that's that's not at all offered in your area, and you didn't execute fast enough? Somebody else beat you to the punch. Then what? You got to go back to the drawing board. And this isn't to deter any of you guys. It's just to bring you insight of what's to come. Entrepreneurship is no cakewalk by far. It's no cakewalk. So it's important for us to actually seek counsel, seek guidance, and intentionally educate ourselves on what we're getting into. This thing isn't easy. It's not easy. It's not for the faint at heart. However, it's a skill set that I stand behind that can take anybody's life to the next level. I stand behind that. I stand behind that. Entrepreneurship activates the determination. It activates the courage. It activates the confidence. That's what entrepreneurship does. It forces you to invest in yourself, to perfect your skill set, to continue to further your education in areas that they don't teach in the typical school system, in the typical school system curriculum, in the college curriculum. They don't teach financial education, financial literacy, credit courses. They don't offer that. So because of that, it's important for us to understand that entrepreneurship, it's levels to this thing. It's levels to the benefits. It's levels to the benefits. However, for our aspiring entrepreneurs, we see the glory of our peers. We see the glory of our leaders. They're not just our peers. They're ahead of us, and we're going to honor them as such. They're our leaders. And we see the glory days of their success, and we think, oh, that's what it's going to be like. I'm going to start the business. I'm going to start back doing hair. I'm going to start back doing braids. I'm going to be that nail tech. I'm going to be that MUA. I'm going to do it all. And we come up with these grand ideas. However, in the midst of that, we don't actually educate ourselves on what we're getting into. Because as an entrepreneur, you have to be determined. You have to be determined. You have no authority over you at that point. You have no authority over you. Sit in that. Sit in that for just a second. Sit right there with me. You have no authority over you. Can you really force yourself to get up and execute every day? Can you truly force yourself to get up and journal every day? Can you truly force yourself to get up and create that cleaning schedule for the week? Go ahead and book the doctor's appointments that you've been procrastinating about. Can you go ahead and face your fears when it comes to your budget? Can we do that? It's important for us to do that because as entrepreneurs, we're the new leaders. We're the new leaders. And let's be frank. Let's be frank. In society, years ago, hundreds of years ago, entrepreneurship was the way. It was the way for a lot of our family. Think about it. I know my grandfather, he owned a donut shop. Think about the Hispanic communities, the Asian communities, the Japanese communities, the Arabic communities. Think about it. They start their businesses. They hire their families. Their families work the businesses. They live in homes together. They share cars. They do. And I'm with you guys. I can't share a car. I can't share a car with a family member. If I'm not in a relationship or sharing a car, that's not it for me. It's not that for me. I can't share my home. I love my family dearly. They can't live with me. I'm going to teach them how to fish. I'm not going to give them the fish. Okay? So because of that, we have to understand that in these other communities, they hold one another accountable and they actually force each other. Hey, we're going to go and do this, go and do that, because that's the best alternative for us to live the life that we desire. However, a lot of us, let's be frank, in our community, we've had so much snatched from us that we are equipped to the life of struggle. We've had so much taken from us that we're equipped to the life of hardship. We're equipped to the life of sacrifice. So because of that, let's use that to our benefits. Let's use that to our benefits and long term commit to the life of hardship, commit to the life of sacrifice, commit to the life of struggle so that you can struggle hardship and sacrifice your way into entrepreneurship. So you can struggle and sacrifice your way into the life that you desire. And no, it's not pretty. No, it's not easy. I struggle myself as an entrepreneur. I work from home. You may think I have it all. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, no, I don't. I struggle. It's parts of my business that's unforeseen. However, I know for sure that my transformation of even starting a business, that is goals for some of us. That's goals for some of us. Some of us can't even see our way into the courage to do that. And we're like, oh, well, I want to see my way into the courage to getting $1 million. I want to see my way into making sure I get that Ferrari. I want to see my way into making sure I get that new Tesla. We want all these fancy things. Are you willing to struggle and sacrifice your way there? Because that's what it takes, struggle and sacrifice. And I am really intentional about what I say, how I say it, the messages I relay to my audience. I never want to mislead you guys. And honestly, as I started this journey, I realized some of my efforts came across as desperation. And I'm going to make it my business to course correct anything that I've said that didn't align with what I want my audience to understand. I want you guys to understand that entrepreneurship is attainable. I've sometimes said easily attainable. It's attainable, but how easy it is depends on the resources that you have. Do you have a savings? Do you have credit? Do you have enough to start your business credit process so you can use somebody else's money? If not, you're going to have to use your own personal assets to start the process. Can you do that? If not, can you strategize your way into doing that? All of that takes determination. All of that. I remember I was once in a space. I don't know if I've shared this at all. I was once in the day trading space, the currency exchange market. That was such an amazing space for me to be in. I learned a lot, and I value that space simply because it's led by young Black leaders. It's led by young Black leaders. Don't get me wrong. Of course, we have the chain of command. And when it comes to the chain of command at the very top, of course, it's not us Black folk. However, when I say it's led by Black folk, the ones who are saying, hey, this is an opportunity for you, hear me out, those are the ones that are Black. And those are the ones that are using this opportunity to take their lives to the next level. So in that space was amazing. It was definitely amazing. I miss it because of the leadership. I definitely wish I had the access to their knowledge, their support as often as I could. So I miss that space. However, in that space, they taught me, you want it, you got to go get it. You want it, you got to go get it. And you have to be able to articulate what you're selling. You have to be able to articulate what you're doing. You have to be able to guide yourself every single day. You have to be able to invest in yourself every single day. It takes money to make money. And that's what they taught me. And that's something I thought at one point I was thinking and executing out of a space of, well, I have a skill, I have a gift, I have a product and a service that I can offer. So because of that, this is what it is and let's do it. And that was good. It was good. It was a level of intentionality and courage that I was teaching at the time. I was teaching that at the time. Not only was I doing it and implementing it for myself, I was also teaching it. So that's a blessing, but I didn't have it all together. I didn't have it all together. As of now, I'm at a place where my clientele has increased so much. I'm strategizing on more than just the entrepreneurship level. I'm strategizing when it comes to finances, and that was not a part of my journey, but that's what my clients need. So I'm at the place where I'm doing that for them as well. In corporate America, I did financial advisory. So in that, I guess it's kind of part of my resume and what I've done previously. It's not at all part of what I plan to offer, but I did what I had to do. I stayed determined, and I realized my current offers don't exactly fit the needs of all of my clients. So what do? I was determined, and that's what got me there. So it takes determination. It takes determination, and it's not easy, but it's so worth it. That's all I can say. It's not easy, but it's so worth it. So I love you guys. I have company. I just kind of ran to my office, so y'all saw me do that little skit. I have company. So I love you guys. I'll see you later. Stay determined. Make sure you plan and execute, because that matters. I love you guys. Mwah. See you later.